Hello, and welcome to the Learn English podcast. I am so happy you are here with us today. My name is Sarah.
And my name is Mark. It is wonderful to see you. Or, well, for you to hear us. We are both very excited for today's topic.
Mark, before we start, I have a question for you. What did you do last weekend? Did you do anything fun?
Oh, last weekend. It was very nice. Thank you for asking, Sarah. On Saturday, I stayed at home. It was raining, you see, a little cold. So I made a big cup of tea and I read a book all afternoon. It was so peaceful.
That sounds perfect. I love quiet weekends like that. Sometimes fun is not loud or exciting. Sometimes fun is quiet and calm.
Exactly. And that is a wonderful introduction to our topic for today. Everyone, today we are talking all about our free time. The question for today is, what do you do for fun?
Yes, our hobbies and our free time. This is a fantastic topic because it is all about you and your life and the things you enjoy. We will talk about many different activities.
And we will learn many new words and phrases to help you talk about your own hobbies. You will be able to tell your friends, this is what I do for fun.
We have 4 different parts for our conversation today. First, we will talk about hobbies we do inside our homes, indoor hobbies.
Then we will talk about hobbies we do outside, outdoor hobbies.
After that, we will discuss creative hobbies, hobbies where you make something new.
And finally, we will talk about social hobbies, hobbies you do with other people.
And of course, after all of that, we will have a big vocabulary review. We will practice all the new words together.
So get comfortable. Maybe you are listening on your phone while you are walking, or maybe you are at home drinking tea like I was last weekend. Wherever you are, we are very happy to have you. Let's begin.
Let's start with indoor hobbies. These are activities you do inside your house or apartment. Mark, you already told us about one indoor hobby, reading.
Yes, I love reading. It is one of my favorite hobbies. A book can take you to another world. You can read a novel, which is a long story, or you can read a magazine with beautiful pictures.
I also love to read, but my favorite indoor hobby is different. I really enjoy watching movies. Not just watching, but really watching. I make popcorn, I sit on my sofa with a warm blanket, and I choose a good film. Sometimes I watch funny movies, sometimes I watch exciting adventure movies.
That sounds like a great way to relax. Do you watch them in English?
Yes, I do. It is a wonderful way to learn English. I use English subtitles. Subtitles are the words you see at the bottom of the screen, so I can listen and read at the same time. It is very helpful.
That is an excellent idea. Another indoor hobby I like is listening to music. I have playlists for different moods. Sometimes I listen to calm, quiet music. Sometimes I listen to loud, fast music and I dance in my living room.
Do you really dance in your living room?
Of course. It is fun and it is good exercise. No one can see me, so it is okay. Another quiet indoor hobby is doing puzzles, jigsaw puzzles. You know the puzzles with 500 or 1,000 little pieces? You have to put all the pieces together to make a picture. It requires a lot of patience.
Patience. That means you have to be calm and wait. You cannot finish a big puzzle quickly.
Exactly. It teaches you patience, and it feels so good when you put in the last piece. The picture is complete. It is a great feeling.
So we have reading, watching movies, listening to music, and doing puzzles. Those are all wonderful indoor hobbies. Many people also like to cook or bake as a hobby. Baking means making cakes or bread or cookies.
Ooh, yes. My friend loves to bake. Her house always smells amazing, like fresh bread or chocolate cookies. She says it is very relaxing for her. She follows a recipe. A recipe is a list of instructions for cooking.
I think a hobby is something you enjoy. It is not work. It is not a chore. A chore is a job you have to do at home, like washing dishes or cleaning the floor. A hobby is for fun. So if you enjoy cooking, then it is a hobby. If you have to cook every day and you do not like it, then it is a chore.
That is a very good point, Sarah. The same activity can be a hobby for one person and a chore for another person. It is all about how you feel about it.
Exactly. So for our listeners, think about this. What do you like to do inside your home? For fun. Not because you have to, but because you want to.
And now, it is time for your first practice. This is very simple. We want you to say one sentence. Right now, you can say it quietly to yourself, or you can say it out loud. Are you ready?
Your practice is this. Say, my favorite indoor hobby is, and then say the hobby. For example, I would say, my favorite indoor hobby is watching movies.
Okay,
Simple.
so repeat after us if you want. My favorite indoor hobby is, and then your hobby.
Wonderful. You did it. You just talked about your hobby in English. Great job. Now, let's go outside.
Yes, let's go outside. Outdoor hobbies. These are activities you do in the open air, in a park, in a forest, in the mountains, or even in the city. Sarah, what is your favorite outdoor hobby?
Oh, that is easy. Walking. I love going for long walks. I walk in the park near my house. I look at the trees. I see people with their dogs. I feel the fresh air on my face. It is very healthy for my body and for my mind. It helps me think clearly.
I agree. Walking is wonderful. Some people like more intense walking. They call it hiking. Hiking is walking in the mountains or in nature on special paths.
Yes, hiking is fantastic. You need good shoes for hiking, and you can see amazing views from the top of a mountain. A view is what you can see from a place. So, a beautiful mountain view or a view of a lake. Another very popular outdoor hobby is gardening. Gardening means working in your garden. You plant flowers, you grow vegetables, you water the plants every day.
Do you have a garden, Sarah?
I do. I have a small garden. I grow tomatoes and some herbs like basil and mint. There is something magic about planting a small seed, and then, after some time, you see a plant grow. You can eat the food you grow. It is very satisfying.
That sounds amazing. I live in an apartment, so I do not have a garden, but I have some plants in pots on my balcony, so that is like a small garden.
Yes, that is container gardening. It is a great hobby. Another outdoor hobby is sports. For example, playing football in the park with friends, or running. Many people like to go for a run every morning. They call this jogging.
I prefer walking to running. Running is too difficult for me. But I have another outdoor hobby. I like to take photographs, photography. I take my camera and I walk around the city. I take pictures of interesting buildings, or of people, or of beautiful skies.
That is a wonderful hobby. You can remember your walks with your photographs.
You can make a beautiful collection of pictures.
Exactly. And sometimes I just sit on a bench in a park and I observe. I watch the world. I see children playing. I see birds flying. It is very peaceful.
I think that is a beautiful hobby. Just observing, not doing anything, just watching and thinking.
So, for our listeners, think about the outdoors. Do you like to be in nature? Do you like to be active? What do you do outside for fun?
And now, it is time for your second practice. This one is also very simple. We want you to say one sentence about an outdoor hobby.
You can say, I like to, and then say the outdoor activity. For example, I like to walk in the park, or I like to look at the trees. Anything.
So, try it now. Say your sentence. I like to, and finish it. Great. You are doing so well. Now, let's get creative.
Creative hobbies. This is a fun category. Creative means you use your imagination. You make something new that did not exist before. Sarah, what is a creative hobby you enjoy?
Oh, I have a few, but my favorite is drawing. I love to draw. I have a sketchbook and some pencils. I draw people, I draw objects in my house. Sometimes I just draw shapes and patterns. It is not about being a perfect artist. It is about the joy of creating.
That is a wonderful way to think about it. The joy of creating. I am not very good at drawing, but I like writing. I write in a journal. A journal is like a private diary. I write about my day, my feelings, my ideas. It helps me understand my thoughts.
Writing is a fantastic creative hobby. You are creating a story of your life. Another creative hobby is playing a musical instrument. For example, the guitar or the piano or the violin.
I tried to learn the guitar once. It was difficult. I have very short fingers. You need to practice a lot. But if you practice, you can learn to play beautiful songs. It is an amazing feeling.
It is. You need dedication to learn an instrument. Dedication means you keep trying, even when it is difficult. But there are also easier creative hobbies. For example, knitting. Knitting is using wool and two long needles to make clothes. You can knit a scarf, or a hat, or a sweater.
My grandmother knits. She made me a very warm blue scarf for the winter. She says knitting is very relaxing for her. Her hands are always moving, but her mind is calm.
Yes, that is true. Another creative hobby is digital. For example, digital photography, like you do, Mark, or making videos, or even designing things on a computer. There are so many possibilities.
The important thing is to have fun, to enjoy the process. The process is the activity, the doing, not just the final result. So if you enjoy drawing, even if your picture is not perfect, that is okay. The hobby is for you.
Well said, Mark. So, listeners, do you have a creative hobby? What do you like to make?
And now for your practice. This one is a little different. We want you to ask a question. You can ask, what is your favorite creative hobby? This is a great question to ask a friend.
So, repeat the question. What is your favorite creative hobby? Good. Now you can start a conversation. Now, for our last category, let's be social.
Social hobbies. These are hobbies you do with other people.
They are about connection, about being part of a group or a team or a community.
I love social hobbies. My favorite is meeting my friends for coffee. We talk, we laugh, we tell stories. It is very simple, but it is one of my favorite activities. It makes me feel happy and connected.
Yes, talking with friends is a great social hobby. It does not need to be complicated. Another social hobby is playing team sports, like football or basketball or volleyball. You play together with a team. You have to cooperate. Cooperate means work together.
Do you play any team sports, Mark?
I don't anymore, but when I was in school, I played football. It was a lot of fun. Now, my social hobby is a board game club.
A board game club? That sounds interesting.
Yes, every Tuesday evening, I meet with a group of friends. We play board games. Games like Scrabble or Catan or simple card games. We sit around a table, we talk, we play, we compete a little. It is very fun.
That does sound fun. Another social hobby is taking a class. For example, a dance class. You can learn to salsa dance or to tango. You meet new people and you learn a new skill together.
I am not a good dancer, but it is a great idea. You can also take a cooking class or an art class. Learning with other people is often more fun than learning alone.
I agree. And of course, you can combine hobbies. You can have a social creative hobby. For example, you can join a choir. A choir is a group of people who sing together. Or you can join a book club. A book club is a group of people who read the same book and then meet to talk about it.
That is a wonderful way to make new friends who have similar interests. If you like reading, you can find people who also like reading.
So, listeners, think about the people in your life. What do you like to do with your friends or family? What social activities make you happy?
And now for your last practice for this section. We want you to think of one person, a friend or a family member. Now, imagine you are asking them to do a social hobby with you.
You can say, would you like to, and then say the activity. For example, would you like to go for a walk with me? Or would you like to play a game with me?
So try it. Say the sentence, would you like to, and finish it.
Excellent. You are learning how to make plans and invitations in English. Great job. Well, we have talked about so many hobbies: indoor, outdoor, creative, and social. I hope you have many ideas now.
And I hope you practiced with us. Now it is time for our vocabulary review. We will go over some of the important words we used today. This will help you remember them and use them.
Yes, let's do our vocabulary review. We will say the word, we will explain the meaning, and then we will use it in a new sentence, a different sentence from before.
Are you ready? Let's begin. Our first word is hobby. Sarah, can you explain hobby?
Of course, a hobby is an activity you do for fun in your free time. It is not your job. It is something you enjoy. For example, in a new sentence, my father's hobby is fixing old cars.
Perfect. Next word, relax. What does it mean to relax?
To relax means to become calm and rest, to not be busy or stressed. For example, after work, I like to relax in a warm bath.
Wonderful. Next word, indoor. This is an adjective. Indoor means inside a building.
Yes. For example, On rainy days, we play indoor games.
Great. And the opposite? Outdoor. Outdoor means outside, not inside a building.
For example, the children love outdoor activities like playing football.
Excellent. Next word, creative. Creative means using your imagination to make new things.
For example, she is a very creative person. She writes poetry and paints pictures.
Beautiful sentence. Next word, social. Social means about people and interaction, being with other people.
For example, he is very social. He has many friends and goes to many parties.
That sounds like my brother. Next word, patience. Patience is the ability to stay calm and not get angry when you have to wait a long time or when something is difficult.
You need a lot of patience to teach a small child how to tie their shoes.
Very true. Next word, recipe. A recipe is a set of instructions that tells you how to cook something.
For example, I followed a new recipe to make chicken soup, and it was delicious.
I am hungry now. Next word, gardening. Gardening is the activity of working in a garden, growing plants and flowers.
For example, gardening is hard work, but it is very satisfying to see the flowers grow.
Yes, it is. Next word, observe. To observe means to watch something or someone carefully.
For example, the scientist will observe the birds to learn about their behavior.
Good word. Next word, dedication. Dedication means the quality of being committed to a task or purpose. You keep trying and you do not give up.
For example, learning a new language requires dedication and practice.
It certainly does. And our final word for today is cooperate. To cooperate means to work together with others to achieve a common goal.
For example, the students must cooperate to finish the big project on time.
And that is our vocabulary review. 12 very useful words: hobby, relax, indoor, outdoor, creative, social, patience, recipe, gardening, observe, dedication, and cooperate.
You heard each word, you heard the meaning, and you heard a new example sentence. We encourage you to listen to this part again and repeat the words after us.
It will help your pronunciation and your memory. Now, let us finish our podcast for today.
So, what did we learn today? We learned that a hobby is something you do for fun. It can be inside or outside. It can be creative, where you make something, or it can be social, where you are with other people.
The most important thing is that you enjoy it. Your hobby is for you. It makes your free time happy and interesting.
And now you have many new words to talk about your hobbies in English. You can say what you like to do, where you like to do it, and who you like to do it with.
Thank you so much for listening to the Learn English podcast. We are so happy you joined us today. We hope you learned something new and useful.
Please remember to practice. Talk about your hobbies. Use the new words. You can even write a comment on this video and tell us, what is your favorite hobby?
We love to read your comments. It helps us make better podcasts for you.
Thank you again. Keep learning, keep practicing, and have fun with your English. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.